Hi everyone, this is Chelsea from Adventures in Coloring. Welcome back to my channel. As a quick disclaimer, I just wanted to say that this video is intended for adults and people in the adult coloring community. This is no way intended for children, so please keep that in mind if you're watching this video. So it's been a little while since I posted a video, actually back in the summer, I believe, but a lot has happened for me. I graduated school, I got a new job, I moved houses, we had the holidays, so it's just been really busy and I haven't had a chance to make any videos. So I wanted to come back today with a quick channel update. I wanted to show you guys what I've been working on a little bit, as well as some of the new supplies that I got during the holidays. So this should be a fairly short video, but just kind of a quick look at what I've been working on recently. So the first book that we're starting with is from Rita Berman, Mein Winter Spaziergang. This is not a new book for me, but I tend to pull these out as the seasons go by, just as I'm more inspired by, the seasons or the holidays. So pulled out the winter book. I did the advent calendar, so if you're following me on my Instagram, you will have seen my progress pictures as I went along. But just to show you the completed picture here, and please kind of give me a little bit of patience as I play with the lighting in this new room that I'm in. But I'll zoom in a little bit and let you look. So I tried to do this like a traditional Advent where I did each number on the given date in December. With my work schedule, it's a little bit hard some days, so I did have days where I was either behind a few days or ahead a few days. I completed this with my Prismacolor pencils, and then as you can see I used some metallic gel pens. I used the Sakura Jelly Rolls just to give it a little bit of sparkle. So this took most of my December. I didn't get a whole lot of other holiday coloring done, but I very much enjoyed this page and I love how it turned out. So just wanted to share that with you guys to start with. Okay, and then moving along, I want to jump into some of the new supplies that I got. So my dad was nice enough to get me all 3 sets in the Black Widow pencils. So I wanted to try these. I pretty much only use my Prismacolors. I've shown a few other things on the channel, my Stattlers, or I got some Derwent Color Softs. But I wanted to try something that I thought would be kind of similar to the Prismacolors, but just give me a different tool to try some different colors to try. So like I said, there's 3 sets. There's the Black Widow itself, there's the Scorpion, and the Cobra. So they're all a little bit different. I'll just go through these really quickly with you. I also have my swatch book so we can look at the colors swatched out. So the first one, the Black Widow, has the Black Widow spider on the cover. Each tin has on the inside a little thing that shows you what the colors look like and what the color names are, although I found these to not be super accurate to what I was getting on my personal swatches. And then they have the black base to them, and then each set has different colored writing, so it's not really showing up well in my poor lighting here, but the Black Widows have red writing on them. They all have names that are like, there's an actual Black Widow pencil, but they have things like Stink Bug or Toxic Green, or just things that have, a little bit of a creepier vibe to them. But just to show you the Black Widow set, the one I'm showing you right now, they each have 24 colors. These are my swatches from that first set. So I think this is intended to be kind of the more basic color set. You get, some of each, blue, green, yellow, red, brown, and black with all of their interesting names to them. And then I'll show you the second set is the Scorpion set. Again, it comes with the page, the thing on the back of the cover, that has the color names and some swatches for you. These ones, again, have the black base, but they have white writing on them. Ooh, it's focusing better there. So that one was called Lime Fruit. And then just to show you the swatches from the Scorpion set that I did in my personal swatch book. And actually, I think I've used these colors the most. They're more, there's some pastels and some mid-ranges, but just a little bit more color variety. And I'm not really sure how they chose, you know, which colors go in each set specifically, but putting them all together, you know, I have 72 colors, which is the same as my Prismacolors, so that's some good variety. Next is the Cobra. Again, just a quick look at that inside cover. The Cobras have a gold lettering on them. And then just a quick look at my swatch book. Actually, I really like a lot of these colors too in the Cobra set. If this will focus. I think my favorite is that Aquarius color down there, which is appropriate because I am an Aquarius baby. So yeah, so those are my fun Black Widow pencils. When I go through the new books that I have, I'll show you what they look like as far as what I've tried out with them. The other fun purchase for myself, I don't have these in any type of like fancy container, but I got the Moonlight jelly rolls from Sakura. I currently have the classic and the metallic, but I really wanted the Moonlight, the neon colors. So I'll just show you in my swatch book again, kind of what those look like. And kind of in comparison. So starting off my swatches, these top colors are just the classic colors. I have some of the metallics swatched down below. And then moving on to the second page here. So the top couple are still metallics, but then if we take a look down here, this bottom, what is it, 10 colors are the Moonlight. So on this column, they pretty much mirror some of the classic colors, but they're a lot more opaque. And then over here, they're a little bit more brighter neon colors. So again, I've had a chance to try these out. I'll show you when I pull out the books that I've received so that you can see what those look like in an actual coloring book. But that was another fun supply. And then just when I got those, I got a few Milky Pop white gel pens. I currently have the white Sakura Jelly Roll pens, but I just was already ordering stuff, and I thought, why don't I try some of the Milky Pops just to see how they do. So I haven't had a ton of time to test them extensively, but that's another fun thing that I have gotten. All right, time grab the one other thing here. So the last thing I got in terms of supplies, I had never gotten any Crayola Super Tips before. So I have a packet of like, it must be like a 24 pack. Maybe it's 12. I don't remember how many colors, but just kind of the larger standard Crayolas. So I thought, you know what? I just want to get some Super Tips. I really enjoy marker coloring just for like relaxation. These are not very expensive where I live. So I got a set. On the back, it shows you the color variety. I haven't swatched these. I was just kind of playing around with them a fair amount. I'm just kind of figuring out the colors on my own, but I probably will swatch them in that book I showed you just to have it all written down. But these have been really fun just for some stress-free basic coloring. They don't do too bad as far as like streaking, you know, you can kind of see the color variety in there. But again, just markers where I can play with them. I don't have to worry about, you know, the tips getting ruined or running out of ink or whatnot, because I can always just replace these for fairly cheap. So I think that's the only other supply I've got. I've been fairly good about not. Oh, I also, sorry, that's not true. I got a pack of Tombow markers for Christmas as well. I already had a couple sets. I had like the Galaxy palette. I got when they released their new colors. I have that palette. Oh, and I have the bright color palette. But they had them for sale on Black Friday, so I got the botanical palette, I believe. So I counted, I think, you know, I'm still missing a good chunk of colors, but I think I had close to 40 colors now. But they're all mixed in with my other Tombow markers, so it'd take me too long to pull out the colors I got. But that is something else that I had received recently. So let me put all these supplies away so I can grab the books I would like to show you. All right, I'll put them over here. So why don't we start with, so these are all new books that I've received since my last video. The last video I posted, I had just received the Harry Potter coloring book after So after the Harry Potter color-a-thon that was hosted, so that was a long time ago if you're, active in the community. The first book that I got, I was very interested in getting this after seeing some other people on other channels coloring in this book, but it's the Stained Glass Color by Numbers Christmas. This is by Sun Life Drawing. There's a lot of flip-throughs on other channels with this book, but I was just really looking for something that would be a good stress reliever. They have the color palette here, so there's the same 22 color palette in all of the pictures. So once you figure out what markers you want to use, you can just kind of stick with the same ones if you would like to, because it's all the same color palette. But just to show you what I completed in this book, the first one I did was this page here. And I actually did this with my Stettler Duo fiber tip markers. And that's because, well, I got those markers pretty cheaply too. But I have a good, is it 36 maybe? A good selection of colors in there to choose from. But shortly after doing this page, especially with the backgrounds, I was just realizing man, this is using a lot of ink. Am I using up my markers too quickly? So that's what actually prompted me to buy the super tips, because I very much enjoyed doing the color by numbers here, but I didn't want to waste any good quality markers or supplies. So that was the first one that I did. I'm just going to go through the book in order, not necessarily the order that I colored the pictures in. I then did this one in here as well. This one is with the Crayola Super Tips. So you can see they're still pretty vibrant, not very streaky. Somehow I just did another one with this blue-purple background. That was by odds of what I chose. I thought about going through this book in order, but really I just chose pictures that I thought looked good and went with that. Again with the Crayola Super Tips. This one's gingerbread house. I'm trying to get this in the shot. I also apologize, guys. I don't have the best webcam, but it's all for fun anyways, right? So that's the little gingerbread house. And if you can see, I did choose slightly different shades in each picture, so I didn't stick with the same red, the same orange, the same blue. There's 50 colors in the super tip, so I might as well use different shades. So I did that one. I started another one, but didn't finish it. Now it's not Christmas anymore, so I'm not as motivated. There was another one. Where was it? Give me 1 second, guys. It'll pop out eventually. Aha, I missed it. It was a little bit earlier on in the book. I knew I did one with a green background. So this was the last Christmas one that I did in here. It's got some fun little animals, dog, fox, pig, some birds. But really, this book is just so relaxing for me. I don't have to worry about what colors I'm choosing, aside from choosing, different shades that maybe don't clash or look too similar. But you can just sit down in a couple hours, you can finish a whole page, and it's just really rewarding, going from a page that looks like this, where it's just totally blank, to a page that's totally colored in. So that's really fun. Something else that I appreciated was in the back of the book, they give you, where does it start? They give you some samples from their other books. So they, explain all of their information, and then it lets you know that there's samples. So they have an animal mosaic book, a traveling mosaic, another Christmas one. But anyway, I completed it's called Mosaic Mandala Color by Number sample page. So it's kind of fun that they have some other books, sample pages from other books, and now that it's not Christmas anymore, I can go through the animal ones and still enjoy the color by numbers and potentially get more of their books. So that was a very fun book for me that I got for the holidays. Very relaxing. Let's see. Another book I got around the same time was this one, 101 Unique Mandalas. A big mandala coloring book with great variety of mixed mandala designs and over 100 different mandalas to color by Camelia Angelkova. So again, I've seen this book on some other channels, and I really was interested in one of her books. She has quite a few different books, but I couldn't decide. So this is perfect for someone that can't decide because she has samples from each of her different books in this giant book. So I've gone through and done a few pages in here. I still have a piece of paper in this one. I just did this one yesterday. Nothing special. I was having kind of a high anxiety day, and so I just wanted to sit down with my new gel pens and color this one in. So this page was completed with a mixture of the Sakura just classic gel pens and the Moonlights. So you can kind of see that some of the neon colors are showing up a little bit brighter than some of the classic colors, but I have another picture where you can see the Moonlights a little bit better. But basically, you know, I just wanted something that was relaxing that I could just color in, not really worry about my color choices too much, just kind of grab my pens and go. And that was really relaxing. And that's really what I want from this book. Just something to relax and not worry about, you know, really detailed coloring, but just kind of having some fun with it. So I did that one. Here's a page that I completed with the Crayola Super Tips. So this was my attempt to do a little bit of like blending. I'm trying to get a good angle. Ugh. Bear with me, guys. Not too blurry, but anyway, I was trying to do some blending between, like, you know, a darker blue and a lighter blue, or the different reds and pinks. So they did okay, you know, for $10 markers. So that was a really fun one. I actually really like these swirl designs, so I'm contemplating getting one of her books, that the 50 Swirl Mandalas book. So that was that one. Move them down a little bit. Another page I did in here. So I did this one. This one is actually a good way to show you the Tombow markers that I got in that botanical set, because I was really just using this to try out the different colors. So I was trying to do like blending, you know, between the oranges, between the purples, between the greens, and you know, it looks a little bit streaky because this paper isn't the best paper, but it was really just kind of a way to try out like the blending with the Tombows. And you can see like I didn't get the best blends because I wasn't being super consistent, but you know, touching the tips together, blending from a dark color to a light color. Obviously here I didn't do it as long. Here I put them together for way too long. But anyway, just kind of a fun way to like test out my new markers. And this is one of the like larger mandalas, so I had a lot of room to just practice some of the blending. And then the last page I've done in this book so far, and actually I really like how this one turned out. So this one was done, this book is big, it doesn't fit super well on my desk. This was done with Crayola Super Tip markers and then the metallic jelly rolls. So you can see some of the hopefully sparkly details, maybe. I'll have to watch this back and see if you can actually see it or not. But yeah, it was just a very fun design. I actually worked on this on like New Year's Eve because it just reminded me kind of like fireworks and just the cosmic design of it. So that was very fun. I do plan on doing a lot more pictures in this book. Again, not for like very, you know, detailed, elaborate art, but just for like relaxation and anxiety relief. So I very much have enjoyed this book so far. And then since I've been on a mandala kick, I got this book by Stephanie Miro, Mendy Mandalas. It's the black background edition. So I got this one from Amazon as well. The back has some of the mandalas on it. But just kind of show you what like an average page looks like. So it has the black background with the mandala in white. I've done one and a half in this book so far. This one was completed as a way to test out my Black Widows and to just get familiar with some of the colors. So I started this one on Christmas. I haven't come back to it yet. The paper, again, not the best. It's Amazon paper, but I just wanted to kind of try out my pencils, get familiar with some of the colors, see if I could get some blends going. And, you know, that's not too bad. Stands out pretty well on the black paper there. And then I did a full picture with my Moonlight jelly rolls. So let's take a look at that. So here, you can see they're very opaque. This was all done with the Moonlight jelly rolls, and then I tried the Milky Pop white gel pen for those little dot details. But even in my poor lighting, you can probably see just how well, you know, they stand out with the background. It was kind of hard too to not cover up some of the like black lines with them because they'll easily cover up any of the printed lines on there. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. I think this will be like the perfect book to use those gel pens. I don't think I used all the colors, so you know I can vary my pictures a little bit. But yeah, I'm really into mandalas at the moment because they're just very relaxing. So I'll be doing more in this book as well. All right, and then another Christmas gift for me here. I got the Gnomes in the Neighborhood book by Denise Klett. So I don't have any of her books yet. She has this one, Gnomes in the Neighborhood. She has Fairies in Dreamland and Mermaids in Paradise. This is the first one I got. I know the gnomes are kind of, you know, cartoony and cute, but I was more interested in this subject matter versus the fairies or the mermaids, although I noticed flipping through that she brings those characters into some of the pictures as well. So you always have that option to color like the mermaids or the fairies, but not in such great detail. I barely have started a page in this book. Like I said, I've been doing my mandalas. I haven't been doing very much like serious coloring, just for fun coloring. But I did start a page where I was using my Black Widows. So I'm planning to do this page here. Let me zoom out. I'm planning to do this page here with the snowman and the trees. But anyway, zooming in on my little gnome guy. Is that blurry? But anyway, I used my Black Widow pencils on him. Oh, and I come in this way. That looks better. So, you know, I just started practicing, playing around with some of the colors and seeing kind of what I could do as far as blending, which I don't think it looks too bad so far. But I'm really going to have to come back and work on this one more because it's a very cute page. I wanted to do a wintry themed one while it's still winter. There are a few cute like snowman or snow house pages in here. So that's my start at Gnomes in the Neighborhood for a new book for me. Okay, and then I just have one more new book here. So this is the last new book I got for the holiday, Sagrok Sogner by Emily Lydehall Oberg. So I already have her Fairytales book, if you've seen on my like previous coloring book collection videos. I was hesitant to get this one just because of the price. You know, the other one does have a US edition and I got it on Amazon. This one was also on Amazon, but you know, it's the foreign edition, so I had to pay a little bit more, and obviously, you know, the title and everything is not translated, anything like that. But I haven't had a chance to color in this yet. I just really, really loved the Fairytales book, and I've seen so many cool pictures from this book, so I just had to get it while I could. I'm definitely planning to color pictures in this very soon, but I've just been busy coloring in other books, haven't had a chance yet. So that was my last fun new book purchase. Yeah, so coming up down the road, my birthday is coming up. I'm asking for a few things for that. I've already ordered Romantic Country, the second tale. I have the first one, but I just heard that the third tale is out of print, so I kind of panicked because I never got the second or third one. So I went and ordered the second one. It should be coming this week, but I'm holding off on actually getting it until my birthday next month. And then I'm also asking my husband for some Derwent Inktense pencils. I don't have any of those yet, and I'm always impressed by them when I see them on other channels. So that's kind of what's coming down the road for me. As far as making videos and posting videos, I'm still, you know, trying to keep up with the channel when I can. I love watching everybody else's videos, and I'm trying to stay active in the community, but I am pretty busy with just work and home life. So thinking that when I, you know, get something interesting to show you, or if I have a day where I feel like coloring something on camera, I'll try to post videos when I can. But I do appreciate all the new subscribers that I've gotten since I started this channel back in the summer, and I do just think it's a very fun thing for me to do. please leave a comment and let me know that you're here. I'll try to continue to work on my like desk setup and my lighting setup. I have kind of a squeaky desk, not the best lighting, not the best camera, so I'm working with a lot of things against me. But like I said, it's just for fun anyway, and if I can kind of share the new things that I've gotten with you all, then that's something that I would like to do periodically. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.